How many of you can say you are chronic overpackers? Raise your hand. Welcome to another episode of OMG, another podcast. And today we're going to be talking about overpacking. OMG, what am I learning? Overpacking. I am such a chronic overpacker. I have an outfit of an in case, of the in cases, of all the in cases that will happen. And let me tell you, if you know me well and you've seen me travel, there's this huge pink vintage looking suitcase that I have, and everyone knows it. And it comes in threes, but I always use the big one. Hey, so how did I get here? I just don't like inconvenience. And by that, I don't know why overpackers are shamed. I don't know why overpackers are shamed. This goes actually to my friend Mokera. She's one of the best travelers we have in Kenya, and she creates great content. Please follow her, Mokera. I don't know. Yeah, Mokera is her Instagram handle. Anyway, so she was teaching me the other day. We went for a girls' trip to the coast, and I think we were spending like 4 or 5 days there. And I think I had a suitcase, and I was asking her, should I carry another one? And the girl rocked up. I am not kidding, with like a kiondo bag. And I'm telling you, that kiondo had everything that she needed. The essentials, like sabuni, shower gel, all those things. Shoes, changing, swimsuits. And there I was with my large suitcase. So that's what I'm learning. I'm learning how to not be an overpacker. I'm learning not to have an in case of an in case. Because let me tell you, actually, and sometimes I battle with this, because what's the big deal and the problem with overpacking? What if you have an accident? What if you have a food spillage on your dress? You tell me, what will you wear? So those are the things that go through my mind. For example, if it's the coast. In fact, we were even discussing with Mombi just before we started rolling. In the morning, when you're going for breakfast, let's say you are the coast. In the morning, before you go for breakfast, that's an outfit, right? Then after that, you change into your swimsuit and then a cover-up. Sindio, you go by the pool, and then you're swimming like most of the afternoon. You come back to your room, you shower, another outfit. Don't ask me why the breakfast one is not the same one after the pool. It's just not. And then after that, maybe that's the time you want to take a walk on the beach. The water has been taken away by the tides. Maybe that's the time you're also doing an excursion, etc. Then because you're umeshika mchanga in the sand and all of that, you come back, you take another shower. You've done the excursion, you've gone on a boat ride or a door ride. You've done that. Then you come back and then you shower. And then now there's an outfit for dinner. Like a long flowy dress, something cute, something sexy for you to have dinner. Please tell me how many outfits those are. And the shoes, let's not even count the shoes. So I feel like, first of all, overpacking is a gift. Overpacking, it sounds funny when I say this. Overpacking is a lost art, and everyone in the world is trying to make us into minimalists, because maximalists is whatever they say. So yeah, to be honest, a couple of times I have been charged for being overweight with my luggage, because I'm always thinking of an apocalypse that will find me and I'll need sneakers to run as fast as I can from the zombies. So apparently there's a right way to pack. It's called in fact, I was talking to Limo and Mombi, and I was saying the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. And I was trying to consume content that will help me with my overpacking problem. So the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule is 5 tops, 4 bottoms. Yes. So 5 tops, like, t-shirts, Q-top, whatever. 4 bottoms, so jeans, linen pants, the whole thing. So bottoms are like pants, whatever kind, so different kinds of pants. 3 shoes, so like sneakers, sandal, and like a closed shoe, like a boot or something. Where are we? 3. 2 layered, so 2 jackets, 2 coats, outer layers, and then 1 miscellaneous. But you tell me how that is going to make sense. But apparently that's the most efficient way to pack, using the 5 4 3 2 1 method, and then also like traveling with a capsule wardrobe. And what's a capsule wardrobe? Making sure that it's the, what colors, what are these called colors? Like the grays, the blacks, the blues, the beige, and the whites as the bases. So you make sure that all your outfits, either if it's your pants or your tops, are within that color scheme or that color wheel. And then now you make sure that you have your capsule wardrobe on lock, and then now you employ the 5 4 3 2 1 method. Let me tell, where is the color? Where will I take my floral top? Where will I take my floral pants with this capsule wardrobe when I'm traveling? You tell me. You tell me right now. But it's crazy. So I've been trying to learn. Like I said, I've been also getting lessons from my girl, Keish, who has been helping me not to overpack. But please tell me your story. What's your overpacking story? What has been so crazy? There's a time, in fact, like the person at the till, at the counter where you're now checking in your luggage, just looked at me and laughed because I was even struggling. I'm 5'3". I'm not tall. I'm a whole 159 to 160 centimeters tall. So I was there with my luggage trying to put it on the thing where now it weighs. That lady even laughed at me because like I just looked ridiculous. And I just looked at her back and I'm like, I have no shame. I am who I am with my pink, huge luggage. That's all I gotta say. So, was this even a rant or was I trying to say something? But basically it was to say I'm a chronic overpacker and I'm trying to learn. But also, why are other travel icks not picked up upon? You tell me. Because there are people who have some of the travel icks I have personally, this is me, is that very strong perfume. Like, you can't even breathe. In fact, I have a problem with sinusitis, so my sinuses get blocked. You're sitting next to someone, you can't even breathe because they've decided, let me use the most pungent, strongest perfume, cologne, and you're stuck in a flight or a bus ride or whatever it is for hours with them. You can get sick, even like your head will be aching. Secondly, those people who remove their shoes and it's funky, please spare us. Wear Crocs and your socks, or some open shoes if you don't want anything closed. And then if you decide to remove your shoes, please make sure you're not funky. Thank you very much. That's a PCA from every overpacker who is looked at and judged across the airport, bus stop, everything. In fact, even like Uber drivers look at me and my luggage and they just laugh. They're like, yo, where will your luggage fit? Another, well, is it an ick? Things that I judge other travelers for is, yes, I've said about the removing of the shoes, those people who talk so loudly or watch their videos at 1000% volume. Mumbi is shaking her head. I think she's a culprit. Oh, she said she's not a culprit. Why are you not considerate of us? Why? And then you're shouting on the phone. Like, which makes me think, is that a me problem? Or am I just overstimulated by many sounds? But no, that's another thing that mjiangalie instead of looking at an overpacker. Yes. What else? Hey, those people, like, let's say, for example, the bus or the plane has stopped immediately and you're being pushed out because they want to make it out as the first one. Aki, please, especially even when you're boarding the plane. My dear, our tickets all have like our seat numbers and everything. Relax. Tutapanda na tutashuka. Please be kind and considerate because sometimes even in these planes, there are old people, there are young people, there are kids, there are people who may not be feeling too well. And then you are just there, you're rough and you don't give up about it. Hey, then there are those ones who decide to overshare with you. Let me tell you, if there's people I am afraid of, is anyone who wants to overshare with me. Because how am I supposed to know that you're not gonna like try and poison me, try and drug me, try and put drugs in my luggage? Don't talk to me too much. Just say hello, keep it cute, and keep it moving. Now someone wants to show you pictures of their dog and tell you about how their 1 year old just started walking and akuonyesha video. Actually, this is someone you've just met. But then now the more I talk, I'm just like, do I just have trust issues? Because maybe they're being kind and I'm here judging them. But no, don't be an oversharer and attacking people with your toddlers' things. And yeah. Okay. So anyway, the packing secrets, back to the whole point of this video, is the packing secret is having a capsule wardrobe, the 5-4-3-2-1 packing method, which is what I'm learning. This is the OMG what I'm learning segment. Using packing cubes, whereby if it's tops, you put it in this cube. If it's bottoms, you put it in this other cube. If it's shoes, in that other cube. So it helps you arrange your stuff. Another thing that will be helpful is just putting all your outfits for the trip together. So these pants go with this top, this dress will be worn at this time, so you can make things easier. Another thing is to make sure you have a packing list so that you also don't leave things out. Another thing, by the way, about overpackers is now we have packed all these things. We have packed even for the snow. We have packed, you can even forget your essentials. You get there, you don't got no toothbrush, and maybe you're somewhere you can't get a toothbrush quickly. What do I do? So make sure you have a packing list and a checklist of checking, like, okay, I have my essentials, I have my shower gel, I have my toothbrush, I have my toothpaste, I have undies. Hey, there was a day, let me not say, there was a day I was about to go commando for a trip. But thankfully, I think my sister asked me, and I don't know why she asked me that specific question. And I was like, oh yeah, I actually need to pack those. So make sure you have a checklist with the most important things. And color coordination, which is now the capsule wardrobe thing. That's all I wanted to say. That's what I'm learning. How not to overpack and how to pack effectively. Thank you for being here. I hope you learned something as I continuing to learn, and I will be sharing with you. Thank you so much for being here. Please find this podcast. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you also comment, engage with me. Let me know what you think. What other ridiculous, in fact, actually share with me, please, some ridiculous tips that you have on packing. Maybe I'm missing something, but these are the most efficient ones that I found that help people pack. So let me know. OMG. Another podcast across all social media platforms. We're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, as well as Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you become a better packer. I'm not too sure I will employ everything, but I'll try and I'll let you know how it goes. See you next time.